Hey guys, today we're walking straight into your kitchen, but you're not making breakfast. You're standing by the counter, sipping air, maybe scrolling through your phone, convincing yourself that skipping food this early is a smart move. Maybe it feels efficient, even kind of clean, like you're ahead of the game before the sun's fully up. But here's the part no one wants to tell you. You probably won't survive that routine, not in the long run. See, skipping breakfast doesn't just make you cranky or foggy. It actually plays tricks on your body's survival systems. Your blood sugar tanks, stress hormones like cortisol spike, and your metabolism stalls like a lazy car in winter. You may have convinced yourself that pushing off that first meal helps keep the pounds off, but your heart, brain, and gut have a very different opinion. So before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you really like what I'm doing here. And hey, where are you watching from? Drop your city and local time in the comments. Let's see who's skipping breakfast across time zones. Now back to that empty plate. You're not just skipping food. You're skipping an essential signal to your body that it's time to wake up and function. And the consequences? They stack up. People who regularly skip breakfast are at a 21% higher risk of developing cardiovascular disease, and even higher if you're over 60. Yep. Your heart's like, hey, I need some oats or something, and you're out here pretending espresso is a food group. Let's talk about the brain. Without that morning hit of nutrients, especially complex carbs and healthy fats, your brain switches into low power mode. That means slower recall, foggy memory, and the charming side effect of losing your keys while they're already in your hand. Now, enter the to eat or not to eat debate. Intermittent fasting is trendy, sure, but most of those protocols are tailored for younger adults with stable hormones and ironclad metabolism. For seniors, skipping that early meal can mess with insulin regulation and lead to muscle loss, aka the fast track to frailty. And don't get me started on supplements. Some folks think, I'll just pop my vitamins and keep going. But without food, many nutrients, especially fat-soluble ones like vitamins A, D, E, and K, don't get absorbed well. You might as well be flushing them down with your morning pride. If you really want to improve your health, think slow and steady. Something light. A boiled egg, some yogurt, a banana with almond butter. You don't need a buffet, just a little. Kindness to your organs. Remember, you're not just eating for energy. You're eating to remind your body it's alive and still part of the living world. Skip that message too often, and eventually, your body stops checking in. You wake up, and before you even stretch or think about breakfast, your hand reaches out like it's got a mission. Caffeine. The coffee machine gurgles to life like an old friend, and soon enough that warm, bitter elixir hits your lips. You think, now I'm human. But here's the awkward truth. Your organs disagree. Starting your day with coffee before water is like turning on a machine that hasn't been oiled in weeks. After 7 or 8 hours of sleep, where your body has been losing moisture through breathing and natural detox, you're basically a walking raisin. And instead of hydrating, you send in a diuretic. Coffee doesn't just fail to hydrate you, it drains. What little moisture you've got left, you're waking up a dry sponge and slapping it with jet fuel. Here's a fun fact your kidneys already know. Even mild dehydration can reduce brain performance by 20%. And no, coffee doesn't count as hydration, not when it's your first act of the day. To drink or not to drink, water first that is. That's the question. Some swear by black coffee on an empty stomach for clean energy, but if you're over 60, that's not energy, that's a cortisol carnival. Your stress hormones are already naturally peaking in the morning as part of your body's wake-up process. Adding caffeine before you balance it with hydration just spikes them higher. Hello jitters, heart palpitations, and that random sense of doom around 9 a.m. Now let's take a quick left into supplement territory. Magnesium, calcium, and certain B vitamins. They're water-soluble. If you haven't had water first thing, and then try to pop those morning pills with coffee, you're sabotaging absorption. Your body is like, I was thirsty, not hyperactive. Want to age gracefully? Start with what your cells are craving. Plain, clean water. 8 to 16 ounces right after you wake up. Even better if it's lukewarm with a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon. That tiny mineral nudge helps your cells rehydrate faster and kickstarts digestion without stress. Then, and only then, let the coffee party begin. Plus, drinking water first actually makes your coffee better. It reduces that acidic slap in your gut, smooths out the caffeine spike, and makes your skin a little less zombie-like. Your liver, skin, and brain say thank you, quietly but meaningfully. You want to keep that mind sharp, those joints supple, and your heart beating like a good jazz rhythm? Hydrate first. Your morning coffee isn't canceled, it's just been demoted to second place. The blinds are still closed. Your room's dim. The phone screen glows brighter than the sun, and you haven't moved for a solid 20 minutes, scrolling through news, dog videos, and whatever your cousin posted about conspiracy muffins. Meanwhile, your inner clock, completely confused. You might think your day hasn't really started until breakfast or that first sip of coffee, but your body thinks in light. And when it doesn't get that light, natural morning light, your whole system falls out of sync. It's like showing up to a jazz band without knowing the key or tempo. Your circadian rhythm, that internal 24-hour drumbeat, depends on sunlight to know what to do. It cues everything: digestion, hormone release, even your body temperature. But when you ignore natural morning light, your sleep-wake cycle starts to unravel. You stay groggy longer, feel wired at night, and your metabolism starts dragging its heels like it's walking through wet cement. Fun fact: exposure to natural light within the first hour of waking helps regulate melatonin production, leading to better sleep and improved mood throughout the day. But skip it, and melatonin keeps lingering when it shouldn't, keeping you foggy, slow, and weirdly sad even though the day just began. Now, the to sun or not to sun dilemma. Some folks swear the early rays are dangerous, protect your skin at all costs. But for older adults, the right kind of gentle morning light, think before 9:30 a.m., helps with vitamin D synthesis, mood stabilization, and even appetite regulation. And no, artificial light from your phone doesn't count, even if the brightness is set to blinding. Also, remember that supplement you took this morning? Maybe it's vitamin D, or some fancy mood enhancer. Without morning light to trigger your brain's natural wake-up process, those pills are fighting an uphill battle. The chemistry only works if the rhythm is in place. No rhythm, no harmony. So here's what you do. The minute you wake up, crack those blinds. Step outside if you can. Even 5 minutes on the porch with sunlight on your face does wonders. Bonus points if you can move a little. A slow walk around the block, watering the plants, or even just standing there like a sleepy sunflower. It all counts. And if the weather's gloomy, step near a window anyway. Natural light, even filtered through clouds, still beats that blue screen. Glare from your phone. Your body just wants proof that the world still turns. You want to feel alive in the morning? Let light touch your face before your thumbs touch the screen. You're standing in the kitchen looking innocent enough. Maybe you finally decided to eat breakfast. Good for you. But what's on that plate? A toasted cinnamon raisin bagel, lightly crisped, a drizzle of honey, maybe a small glass of orange juice. Sounds like a cozy little morning, right? Except what you've just made is a sugar bomb wearing a cardigan. See, your body doesn't hate sugar. It actually loves glucose when it's paired with fiber, fat, or protein. But that sweet breakfast? It hits your bloodstream like a high-speed train with no brakes. Blood sugar spikes, Insulin panics, and about an hour later, crash. Welcome to the blood sugar roller coaster. Hope you like nausea, shakiness, and sudden irrational rage at the toaster for no reason. Here's your nerd nugget for the day. Repeated blood sugar spikes accelerate glycation, where sugar sticks to proteins in your body, forming AGEs, advanced glycation end products, that age your cells from the inside out. Skin loses elasticity, joints ache more, and inflammation becomes your new morning companion. So that daily treat you think is light and quick, it's aging you faster than your last birthday did. Now, the breakfast dilemma: to sweeten or not to sweeten. Some studies suggest carbs in the morning can be good for energy, but only the complex kind, like oats, whole grains, or low-sugar fruits. That flaky Danish with a halo of powdered sugar? Not on the team. Let's drag supplements into this sugar party. You pop your morning probiotics, but you're washing them down with juice. Citrus, by the way, is acidic, and some strains of probiotics don't thrive when they're tossed into an acidic sugar soup. It's like sending a rescue boat into a whirlpool. Swap that juice for water. Better yet, pair your sweet tooth with some protein. Half a scrambled egg, Greek yogurt, chia pudding. Let the sweetness be the sidekick, not the star. Your body needs balance, not dessert. Want to be sexy at 70? Stop feeding your cells like they're 5 years old and hopped up on Halloween candy. You can still enjoy sweet things, but think natural, slow release, and always with backup. A banana with nut butter, steel-cut oats with berries, even a cinnamon sprinkle on whole grain toast. Go wild, just not syrup wild. The sweet life isn't about more sugar. It's about better sugar handled wisely. So next time you reach for that frosted something, remember, you're not just feeding a craving. You're sending a message to your whole system. Make it a kind one. You line up your little row of supplements like they're loyal foot soldiers. One for your heart, one for your joints. A multivitamin, some turmeric, maybe that bright orange CoQ10 capsule that looks like a jelly bean from the future. You pop them all like clockwork, right after waking up on an empty stomach with a sip of coffee or maybe nothing at all. And just like that, half of it goes to waste. Here's the truth bomb. Many supplements require food, specifically fats, enzymes, and stomach acids to be properly absorbed. Without them, you're just creating very expensive, very fancy pee. Let's break it down. Fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. They need dietary fat to hitch a ride into your bloodstream. No food, no fat, no ride. They sit around in your stomach like moody teenagers, eventually getting flushed out before they ever get to do their job. And those fish oil capsules you proudly take first thing in the morning? Without a meal, they can actually irritate your stomach lining. You're not starting the day strong. You're starting with a mild gut punch. The to swallow or not to swallow early debate. It's real. Some nutrients like vitamin C or certain B-complex vitamins can be taken on an empty stomach, but even then they're better tolerated with food. Seniors in particular may have lower stomach acid, which means breaking down supplements gets even trickier without the digestive boost from actual food. Then there's the timing game. Your calcium supplement? Best not taken with your iron one. Your thyroid meds? Don't let them mingle with magnesium. And yet, so many people throw all the pills into one moment like it's a nutritional smoothie, and wonder why nothing changes. So what's the move? Wait, just wait. Give your body a bite of something first, anything. Half a boiled egg, a spoonful of nut butter, a little yogurt. That simple act transforms your digestive system from closed for maintenance to ready to absorb. Your body is a machine, and food is the ignition. And let's not forget digestion itself. Starting your day with a few bites helps activate enzymes that wake up your gut. That sleepy probiotic you're taking? It needs a functioning digestive tract to even begin working. Otherwise, you're sending it on a mission without a map or a survival kit. You're not just taking supplements. You're trying to upgrade your system. But without the right timing, you're just decorating your intestines with false hope. So please, eat first, then pop your magic pills. Let the nutrients know you actually want them to stick around. So now you're sitting there, maybe a little more aware, a little more suspicious of your cinnamon bagel and that smug coffee mug. That's good. Let it sink in. Because morning isn't just a beginning, it's a trigger point. It's the signal you send your body every single day about whether it should repairs or decay. You've seen it now. Skipping breakfast? That's not discipline, it's denial. Coffee before water? That's not energy, it's exhaustion in disguise. Hiding from the morning light, diving into sugar and taking your supplements like breath mints. That's how the years get stolen, not added. But here's the quiet beauty of it all. Every morning is a reset button. You don't need to do anything extreme. Just drink the water, eat something real. Let the sun find your face. And if you're going to take supplements, give them a fighting chance. Aging doesn't have to be this slow, invisible drift. It can be a kind of ritual, a rhythm, one that begins not with urgency, but with intention. So tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, don't just stumble into routine. Choose it, make it soft, make it smart, make it matter. Thanks for sticking around. If you made it this far, your body already loves you a little more. Take care of it, and it will take care of you, whispered softly with a wink. I'll see you in the morning.